Hey, Bart Miller, Recycling Strong. So we just got back from doing the bike race at Grand Targhee, and we had an absolute blast up there having fun on this amazing bike. But we weren't able to do a total go-through, walk-through of the bike. So Joe's the man from Sticks and Stones that helped me get this thing put together, helped me build it, and do all the cool stuff. So I'm going to let Joe kind of walk you through the bike, why we went with what we went with, and race face. You rocked it. Your stuff was absolutely amazing on this bike, and Joe will tell you why. But we had a blast, and Borealis, great job, great event. So Joe, walk us through the bike, take us through step by step, start in the front or the back, whatever you want, and talk to us. Tell us what you did.
Alrighty. Well, I guess I just want to say first, this is the second bike we've built for Bart. Bart's a lot of fun to build a bike for because he comes in and he says, guys, I want the best. I want the best we can get, and I need it on my bike, and I need it yesterday. But so there was really some cool stuff that we were able to do. As he said with Race Face, he said, build me a wish list, and so we went through and we just got the best of everything we could get. There was a couple of items that were out of stock, unfortunately, but I think we still got ended up with some amazing product. First off, Turbine Crank. Race Face makes some turbine cranks that are specific for fat bikes. This one is forged out of just really lightweight aluminum, so great crank. We did run into one issue here with this bike that kind of is specific to Borealis. Borealis does a proprietary rear hub spacing. They do a 190 millimeter rear hub, and so when we were building this, we assumed, okay, we've got a 190 rear hub, we better do a 190 crank so that they go together. And actually, that would have been perfect had we been doing a 2x10 setup, but because we're doing the SRAM XX1 component group, we ended up actually needing a 170 in the front. So that's something that is good for anyone else that's going to do a similar build. They need to know that. But we wanted to actually do the next SL crank because it's carbon, it's lighter weight, it's the newest, it's the best. It's got kind of some cool stuff. It's got the removable spiders. So basically you're installing the chainring directly to like the spindle, making things more interchangeable, lighter weight, stuff like that. Unfortunately, we weren't able to do that, but we still have got the Race Face narrow wide chainring on here. I believe a 32 is on there right now.
Yep.
And then we were going to do the Atlas pedals. They're just a little bit lighter weight than the Effect here. It's only 20 grams. I think we still got some rad pedals. Bart was telling me that it was almost like hard to move his foot around. Got some long old pins on here. But yeah, great pedals, great crank. The narrow wide chainring is just awesome. As we said, XX1 component group, nothing but the best. This rear hub, besides being the 190, just a couple of cool things about it. The 190 is important because it gives you lots of room here, space for clearance, for snow and ice and whatever else is happening while you're out there on the bike. They've got a 72 tooth engagement on the cassette, or the free hub body for the cassette, so definitely all the engagement points you're going to need. Kind of an interesting thing that we did a little different this time than we did on the last bike was this time we went with Hope brakes. Last time on Bart's Scott Spark, we went with World Cup XX, which are definitely super lightweight and great brakes, carbon levers and everything. But Bart came back to me and he just said, you know what? He just had done Leadville and he said, I need more adjustability. I need to be able to adjust these to where, just for fatigue and stuff like that, for when you're riding longer distances and stuff like that, just having that brake right where you want it, right when you need it, is more important to me. And so we went with something that's maybe just a little bit heavier than the XX, the World Cup XX, but infinitely a lot more adjustability. Just by moving these levers here, there's two different adjustment on the lever, which is super nice. 4 pistons on the brakes, super strong brakes. We've got their lightweight rotors and everything up here. And so Bart was telling me that just was a great feeling brake and was really happy with the adjustability on that one. Hope does kind of their own proprietary shifter mount. So Race Face does this next seat post. There's kind of an interesting head design on this thing, if you can see that zooming in. Yeah, they're the first proprietary design from them, and it really is threefold. Not only is it lighter weight by using this aluminum head on here, but it actually distributes the weight more evenly, and it actually is a lot more adjustable than any other seat post out there. And so really kind of some cool things that they're doing here. Raceface really hooked it up as far as getting us some stuff that's lightweight and just high performance, and yeah, rad bike for sure.
So bar-wise too, most of my bikes so far I've used a company called Envy and composites. But on my last fat bike I built prior to this fat bike was this bike here. I used a couple of Raceface things on this. You can see is the head stem and the seat post and a few other things. But I just loved their products when I was using them. So I thought, you know what, when I build this next bike and want it to be my ultimate race bike, you know, and train for Leadville on this year, I thought I'm going to go with Raceface and actually trick this sucker out and make it, you know, to the next level. Joe was the one that did kind of the research on it, and I'm super, super happy. I love this bar on here. It was just amazing. The feeling was great, handling, and their stem, I wish I would have gone just a little bit shorter, but that's my fault in that. And just the bike worked unbelievably well. I mean, it really was an amazing ride. I rode this bike, Borealis, at Interbike, and fell in love with it there, had to have it, and it's just a great bike. So I loved it. I love the through axle on the front, all the different things that they've done was just amazing. So Cobb saddle on this, the actual seat, unbelievably comfortable while I was riding the whole entire race, and just had a fun time. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of background on the bike. Joe, is there anything else we need to point out on it?
There's maybe one other thing I thought of. It was the tires. Originally we were going to do a Surly Larry. They were the lightest weight tires. The one thing that we didn't look at was probably the first thing we should have looked at, and that was the tread pattern. The Nate here is just an awesome tread for snow. Yeah. It's got, you know, it's got pretty good clearance. It's going to be able to get rid of any of the stuff that's going to gum up or anything in your tire. But it's got these treads that are going straight across the whole middle here. And so just every time when you're pedaling, putting that grip straight through the snow, yeah, and just getting you a good, nice driving force going forward. And so Bart's, I guess, the witness that these were by far the best tires to have, and I think we're really happy with everything else and how it worked out. Yeah,
if there's some other tires that you guys know out there that are better, obviously let us know in the comments below. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to the channel. Also, if you have not checked out sticksandstones.com, that's your URL, right? Last time I went, or is it Sled Shed?
It's kind of a combination of our bike and boards. So it's ssbikesandboards.com.
ssbikesandboards.com, which goes to show you that if you're backcountry snowboarding to wanting extreme bikes, this is a place to check out and talk to these guys. Joe's amazing to work with. You won't find anybody that is nicer and works harder for you than he will. So check these guys out. I can't thank them enough for helping me build this bike out. If you have any questions, please let us know in the comments. Joe will get with you. I will. Somebody will answer those for you. And thanks for watching. And Raceface, Borealis, all you guys, thanks for making such amazing products for guys like us that like to go out and have fun. Talk to you later.